Do you find asking questions difficult in English? Watch this video and the other videos in the series to learn how to ask questions like a native. Exercise 3. Fill in the gaps with question words. Number 1. A says, blank do you live? And B says, in a small town near here. We need a question word to ask about a place. Where do you live? Number 2. A says, blank was at the party. And B says, Frederick, Leslie, and some other friends. We need a question word to ask about people. Who was at the party? Number 3, A says, blank, did you say to Laura? And B says, nothing. What did you say to Laura? Number 4, blank box do you prefer? The small one or the big one? We need a question word to ask about an object. So we could use what or which. We only have 2 options, the small one or the big one. Which box do you prefer? Number 5. A says, blank do you go out? And B says, every Saturday. We need a question word to ask about frequency. How often do you go out? Number 6. A says, blank are you going to visit me? And B says, next Sunday. We need a question word to ask about time. When are you going to visit me? Number 7. A says, blank, didn't you tell me anything? And B says, because I was afraid. We need a question word to ask for a reason. Why didn't you tell me anything? Number 8. A says, blank sugar do you want in your coffee? B says, 2 spoonfuls, please. We need a question word to ask about quantity. How much or how many? Is sugar countable or uncountable? Sugar is uncountable. So how much? How much sugar do you want in your coffee? Number 9, A says, blank shall we meet? And B says, at 7 o'clock. We need a question word that asks about a specific time. What time shall we meet? Number 10, A says, blank is she going to stay? And B says, just a couple of days. We need a question word that asks about duration of time. How long is she going to stay? Number 1, where do you live? We use where to ask about a place. Number 2, who was at the party? We use who to ask about a person. Number 3, what did you say to Laura? We use what to ask about an object, an idea, or an action. Number 4, which box do you prefer? The small one or the big one? Which is similar to what, but we use which when there are a small number of possible answers. The small one or the big one? Number 5, how often do you go out? We use how often to ask about frequency. Number 6, when are you going to visit me? We use when to ask about time. Number 7, why didn't you tell me anything? We use why to ask about a reason. Number 8, how much sugar do you want in your coffee? We use how much with uncountable nouns to ask about quantity. Number 9, what time shall we meet? We use what time to ask about a specific time. Number 10, how long is she going to stay? We use how long to ask about duration or length. Thank you for watching. Please give me a thumbs up and subscribe to the channel if you enjoyed this video. I'd like to say a big thank you to the team at Test English for allowing me to use their material to create videos to put on YouTube. Thank you.